Okay, and the state's asking that all sentences run consecutive. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the state's ready to proceed to sentencing in the state of Florida versus Catherine Magbanua, 2016 CF 3036 and 2018 CF 497. Ms. Magbanua is present here in the courtroom along with her counsel. On count one, which is the count of first-degree murder, you have been found guilty by a jury. You will be adjudicated guilty, and you will be sentenced to life in prison with no eligibility for probation or parole. On count two, which is the conspiracy to commit murder, you have been found guilty by a jury. You will be adjudicated guilty, and you will be sentenced to a consecutive sentence of 30 years in the Department of Corrections. On count three, the solicitation to commit murder, you have been found guilty by a jury. On that count, you are adjudicated guilty, and you will be sentenced to a consecutive sentence of 30 years in the Department of Corrections.
Couldn't get the breath in, couldn't see the face when didn't want to listen, couldn't scratch it down now. Couldn't wear a white flag, didn't see it coming. There has to be a way out. There's another way.
The crime in this case was given a lot of thought and preparation. We know that the seed was planted for this thing almost a year or more before it came to fruition.
There's the conclusion to a singularity.
They thought of everything. A clever TV-related alibi for Wendy, a frame job for Lacoste, bullet bourbon, and they insulated themselves by hiring this defendant as a middleman between them, the ones that wanted it done, and the shooters. Everyone on board in this case had some limits to their knowledge. And that was really smart. That made this case much harder to break. But don't let the way that they thought they would get away with this case be the way they get away with this case.
You're somebody else when you're down. You're somebody's face in the moon. You're somebody else left behind.
All right, we're here this morning now on the state of Florida versus Charles Adelson, 2016 CF 3036.